This is an AJ Duggar exclusive.
All right, everybody. This is AJ Duggar talking to the former heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Shannon Briggs. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother AJ. How about yourself?
Man, I'm great, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. I got a couple questions for you, man. First of all, I want to say I always did admire your style because you were pretty light on your feet like Ali, but you had the punching power of Mike Tyson. So I'm kind of curious, who were your influences?
Actually, both guys. Ali influenced my style early on as an amateur, and then as a pro, Mike influenced me to be a guy that I thought that I would one day fight, and being from the same neighborhood, Brownsville, Brooklyn, I thought that we would eventually fight. And his punching power influenced me to work hard on my punching power.
Okay, and you were heavyweight champion how many times? Was it twice?
Yeah, I was heavyweight champion twice.
Okay, and I know there's so many belts out there. You were champion, like, which divisions were you champion of?
I was heavyweight champion in of the heavyweight division. I was a linear heavyweight champion as well as the WBO heavyweight champion.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, where are you from, and how did you get involved in boxing?
I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn, the same neighborhood as Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe. I got in boxing around 1988, 1989. I was homeless as a teenager, and basically, I was a kid that was finding trouble and just, really had nothing to do, nowhere to go. I stumbled across the boxing gym, and it became, home for me and a career.
Okay. And, man, I've heard some people call you the king of the early knockouts. I know you're known for having a lot of early stoppages. Is it true that you have more first-round knockouts than anybody else?
Yeah, I have the most heavyweight first-round knockouts than the other heavyweight champion in boxing history.
Oh, wow. That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's including Jack Dempsey and Mike Tyson and Ernie Shavers never won a belt. Okay. I got to ask you this question, too. Now, you worked with Teddy Atlas as your trainer, right, for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, I know Mike Tyson one time he was saying, Teddy Atlas, he's not as tough as everybody says he is, In your opinion, what was Teddy Atlas really like?
Yeah, he could be a disciplinarian. He could be a tough disciplinarian at times. So, I learned a lot from Teddy Atlas as a fighter. I learned a lot from him as far as improving my defense, becoming a better inside fighter, and he did a lot for my confidence as well. We had our ups and downs, but overall, it was a great experience. I wouldn't change it.
Okay. Now, man, you fought Lennox Lewis, Vitali Klitschko, George Foreman, Mercer. You fought some guys that can really crack. Now, who clocked you the hardest?
I'd have to say George Foreman.
Okay, so was it like one shot? He just really, like, did you feel numb, or what was the experience like getting hit by him?
It was, it was hard. I mean, he hit me really hard. His jab was hard, his right hand was hard, his hook was hard. Everything George Foreman laid into, he hurt.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you were lined up to fight Mike Tyson several times. Is there a reason why the fight never took place?
I think, when I was lined up to fight Mike, he was past his time, and he was choosing to fight certain guys that was better suited for him when he was at his boxing career. And I understand. I mean, he wasn't in his prime, and had I fought him in his prime, he would have killed me.
Wow, you're pretty humble. And speaking of which, what would your strategy have been against Iron Mike?
The moving box is the thing the reason why I don't think they kicked me. I would have boxed. I would have, I would have put him the way Holy should have fought him that time. I would have pushed him back. The times I would have went forward, times I would have boxed and take him out of his game plan, try to frustrate him. And but again, Mike wasn't the Mike that we watched in the early '80s and '90s. So I understand not taking the fight. Hey, listen, I'm not the same fighter I was.
Mm-hmm.
I had definitely had that with the fight. I had a few fights where my head wasn't under control, but that actually, as of a couple years ago, I was fortunate enough through acquaintance to meet Dr. Charles Hensley, the creator of Zicam, and he created a formula that he calls Zicare, and I started taking that, and I started having to use my inhalers, and I've been taking this product, and now I feel great about it.
Okay, awesome. I remember when you fought Lennox Lewis, he was almost another one of your first-round knockout victims because you sent him flying with a left hook in the first round. What was going through your mind when you sent Lewis flying against the ropes?
I mean, I was excited. That was a fight where I wasn't really in great shape. I went into that fight with a broken hand. I didn't want the fight to be called off, but it was a fight I had to make. Financially, I needed the money. It was for his title as well as mine. I regret going into the fight not at 100% because I felt like I could have beat him. But it happened. It happened the way it happened, and again, it's something I look back and say it led me to where I am today.
Okay. All right, champ. Cool, man. Now speaking of Lennox Lewis, you had dreads before anybody else. And I know you got them colored. You got your own distinctive style with your hair and your look. What inspired you to get dreads back in the day?
Limited Bramble actually was first, but I had my hair as a teenager. I used to be into the parties in New York in the 80s, and it was fashionable. And at the same time, like I said, I was homeless. I couldn't afford a haircut, so I used to twist my hair a lot, and I used to play a lot of chess in the park in New York City, and it was like the fashion routine thing. So when I started boxing, I just kept it. It was part of me. It was like it makes me who I am as far as defining Shannon Briggs. Basically, I do what I want to do. I do what I do when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that young rebellious thing. Now you see it's very fashionable. A lot of people that have dreads and everything. But at the time, I was told by a lot of people to cut my hair that I would never make it in boxing if I didn't. But here I am, 24 years later. You know what I'm saying? With the same hairstyle.
Yeah, man, it looks tight, man. You inspired me to get my dreads. So.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And again, man, I with the help of Dr. Charles Hensley, I have this product called Zicare now that's on the market, and it does wonders for respiratory illness. So. If you can, check out the website, www.zicare.com. AIR.com.
Okay, man, I'm not going to hold you too much long. I just got a few more questions. Now, you were injured in your last fight against Vitali Klitschko. What happened?
In the first round of the fight, I pulled my tendon. My tendon popped in the first round, and then I ended my bicep in that same fight. During that process, and I fought him for 12 rounds with an injured arm, and I think it says a lot about me as a fighter. But at the same time, I'm not here to suck my own dick. I just want to say that Vitali fought Chris Berry, and in the 10th round or 11th round of his fight against Chris Berry, he hurt his shoulder and he quit.
Yeah.
He quit the fight, and Berry became champion. I fought him with one arm for 12 rounds. I hurt my arm in the beginning part of the first round. So for me to fight him for 12 rounds, and I fought that fight for free. I didn't even get paid. And I think that was a travesty in itself. That in this day and age, boxing business is still a nightmare. Whereas it's not even a sport; it's a business because fighters are still some of the most most paid athletes, especially after boxing. We have no pension, we have no health insurance. So, fighters end up most of the time living below the poverty line during their career and after. Most fighters end up with Parkinson's, dementia, and broke. So, I'm just trying to be different, not be that person. Work hard and out of the ring. I'm filming a movie right now with Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I did a couple more. I did Transporter 2, Bad Boys 2. Like I said, I have the distributor company which put out the product Zicare. I'm working on a reality show right now about my comeback. So I just try to work hard because I feel like AJ that fighters are always taking advantage of.
Right.
So I'm just trying to be the opposite. I'm trying to end my career on a positive note have something to fall back on after boxing, because all I see from boxing is people taking. I mean, I always say, the fighter is the first person in the ring, the last to get paid.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to, brand myself, market myself, and at the same time, I like to see changes in the sport, but again, I don't even know if it could be called a sport. Changes in the business, because you hear about the big fighters making the billions, like the Mayweathers and the Pacquiao. But it's so many other fighters, thousands, tens of thousands of fighters that don't, that fight for $400 a fight, or after their career is over, they have nothing to fall back on.
Right.
I mean, there's no pension set up. There's no pension set up for these fighters, and these guys wind up just being, suffering a lot of brain damage, and they have nothing. So I'm just trying to show fighters that you can be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. And I got one last question for you, man. Who was the best fighter you faced, in your opinion?
Shannon Briggs.
I was expecting that one.
Shannon Briggs.
Okay. I don't want to hold you, man. I was going to ask you, some of your future plans, but you kind of broke that down for me. So, but you are making a comeback, slowly but surely, right?
Yeah, I don't even call it a comeback. It's really like I took a vacation, I took a break. I'm going to stop using that term, retire, because the way I feel, I can do this until my late 50s. Archie Moore is still questionable how old Archie really was when he was fighting,
Uh-huh.
So, one thing Archie said was that when he was fighting, he was in there having fun. He said it was a pleasure to fight. It was fun. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun right now, and I'm just trying to enjoy my life and take care of my kids. I just had a daughter. She's 2.5 months. So I'm working hard, man.
Yeah, man, I hear you. You deserve it. And a few years ago, you knocked out Ray Mercer. Man, I gotta say, Ray Mercer has a tough chin. I know you guys were both past your best, but man, I gotta say, big props to knocking out Ray Mercer. Dang.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, Ray was a tough guy with a phenomenal chin. I hit him with some shots in the first round that would have knocked out any man, and that was probably the best shape of my life that I was in for that fight.
This is an AJ Duggar exclusive.